All right, what's going on, guys? We are back with another Dokkan Battle video, and today we've got a data download over here on the global side of the game. So we do have the app update, the 6.2.0, which has been something that JP's had for quite a while now, that global finally decided to implement, and it's got some pretty big updates to it. So we'll go over those in this video as well. Some other stuff in this data download: a new challenge event, break through the super armor. Let's see, the Super EZA for the Final Form Cooler, a new burst mode, battlefield, and a unique title. Really not a whole lot here in this data download, right? Other than the app updates. So that's probably why it seems so big. We're just going to go through everything really quick and see what all we got here. So first is the new Namex threat, break through the super armor. This is a 2-stage event. You're just going to go through and fight a bunch of these Cyclopean guards. So like these robots. You're going to go through, you're going to fight a bunch of these guys. There's a couple missions tailored to this event here. So when we kind of look at those, it's just basically beating a bunch of these guards, right? So there is in the I believe it's the second stage, the little bit harder stage, there's up to 7 phases here with 7 different of these Cyclopean guards. One of the actual missions here is to complete it, beating 7 of them in a single attempt. So basically to complete the entire event. So the farther you get through the event, the more rewards you unlock. And then after you've done that, you just kind of run through the event a bunch of different times, or fight different like Cyclopean guards, either from like the Dragon Ball story or things like that. And you can pick up, actually, no, you do have to do it in this event here. It does specifically say in the stage, in any stage from the actual event. Okay, so you basically just jump back in, you run through the event a bunch of times, and you can clear out the rest of these missions, defeating up to 30 of these guards. And then let's see, there's some missions here as well for specific amount of damage dealt during these stages. Okay, and then you have category missions as well. So it looks like to be, let's see, on any difficulty, 6 movie heroes, and then again 6 movie bosses. And then we've got all typings, so all super typings, all extreme typings, and that's it. Okay, so actually quite a few missions here for this event. So definitely jump in there, try to knock those out, bring in some big heavy hitter teams, bring in a good movie boss, movie hero teams, all types, all that stuff. We'll definitely make some videos going over each and every single one of those missions, so be on the lookout for that one. Then we got the Super EZA here for the Final Form Cooler. He is available right now. As soon as like the data download was done, basically he was there. So he dropped pretty early this morning. I am very iffy on this guy right now because of the way his kit is set up. I feel like he just needs more, but we'll have to see how he actually performs in game. I have yet to see any gameplay of him or hear anybody talk about him yet as of like right now. So we'll just kind of see what he looks like. But I think he needs a little bit more to kind of stand and shine on his own. But as for someone kind of helping to fill out the Metal Cooler Army team, I think he will perform fine. I think that's kind of what his role is just going to be. He's going to be there as a team filler, and that's really it, which is a little unfortunate for this character because I had high hopes for him, but we'll see how he actually performs once we get him awakened and everything there. Then we do have the burst mode. So this is going to be a burst mode for the Metal Cooler Army event. You can get a couple new themes. You can actually get a new, this right here. So the profile banner, you can actually get a new one of these. You just score 8,000 points or higher in the burst mode. So if we actually go back to some of the missions here, we can look at that. So yeah, this goes all the way up. Typical burst mode missions all the way up to 8,000 points. Then you'll be able to get that special title right there. We have the actual missions here for the physical Final Form Cooler as well that I did not touch on. So let's see. This is a beat it with at least 3 EZA characters, beat it with 3 Bond of Master and Disciple characters, and then beat it within 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, doesn't sound too terrible. So we should be able to blow through that pretty quick. We could do a video too on that one. If you guys would like to see that, just kind of knocking through those missions and just team build, stuff like that for that. There was a small adjustment here to the Cyberman Super Attack phrase assets. So this is basically the alignment of it, is all it was. They just moved like the alignment of the actual like super attack, like when he's talking, that moment. And that's all it was. So really nothing crazy there. I think Proton even mentioned it down here later on. Yeah, it's just small chains assignment, super attack, phrase, asset is all that is. So the big one here is going to be the new update 6.2.0. There is a lot of good stuff that came from this. So Dokkan did put out a little bit of a tweet kind of talking about some of the details from this. So implementing the bulk sale and exchange of SR and lower rarity characters, jumping straight to the Baba shop from the item list, and skill orb display, detail displays are now much easier to see. So those are a couple of the good things that have happened here. Truth did put out a longer list that kind of displays a lot of the stuff here, which is very good. So thank you, Truth, for doing that. So bit limit removal makes Festival a little bit easier. So it's typically not a removal of the bit limit. It's a bit of a, like, I want to call it like an oversimplification. Proton does even say here, damage cap isn't removed. It's just now insanely high, and they have a new way that they kind of do the attack calculations in order to like reach that. So the display will still be there, you know, the 99 million, all that stuff will still be there, but the damage output you can do is much, much higher. So that does indeed make Festival a little bit easier because you're not capped at that limit, right? So you bring in those very strong, like stacking characters who seem to be capped off at a certain point. That cap has just now been extended up higher, right? So now they can do a lot more damage, again, making things like Festival much, much easier. The bulk sell, which we kind of already went over, so NR and SR characters that can be exchanged into coins directly from the sum results screen, which is very good because then you don't have to like go back and forth. You know, click off the Baba shop, click off to here, go to whatever, find the right coin through the whole list of everything that they have not cleaned up yet. You can just go straight there from the summon screen, which is a little bit nicer. Buy box space with stones in bulk, which is good. Choice of partial or full data download, which definitely helps a lot of people if you don't have a lot of storage space on your phone. You can kind of do smaller data downloads as they're needed, as opposed to like the full major data download at a time. Skill orb sorting is going to be a lot better, which is good. Thank you. I definitely needed that. And then easier to see what a skill orb is. And he says, like an example, it'll be clearly displayed if it's a 4 crit plus 3 additional, where like a lot of times it just says whatever level 4. You know, if it's like a crit and additional, it just says level 4. Sometimes the crit is level 4 and then this additional is lower. So now it becomes very apparent which is which, right? And it becomes very apparent to see what the actual values are of those skill orbs, which in return is very helpful, right? So very good stuff here. Very good update. A huge quality of life improvement, I think. So actually you can even see, yeah, like the display right here, this is what they look like. So if it's like a crit, a super attack boost, it'll be a 5-3. So you'll be able to clearly see what each one is, as opposed to like, it just says level 4 and it's a crit additional, but it ends up being like one of them is like 4, but one of them's like 1 or 2. So it's like you'll be able to actually see it, which is good. So we got all those updates. We got the Super Easy Final Form Cooler. We got a couple new events here to kind of run through. So we'll definitely be taking that stuff on here very, very soon. I'm very much looking forward to knocking out some more of this content. I got a lot of stuff I still need to catch up on Frontier that I'm kind of doing off on the side to kind of get caught up with that. So if you guys are wondering where the Dokkan Frontier videos are, they're coming. I promise I will get those out. I know that some people have actually gotten some help and use out of those videos, so I definitely want to continue making those and get those out for you guys. So just be a little bit more patient with me. Those ones take a little bit longer for me to get done, a little more focus I got to do, but hey, I'll get them done, I promise. But that's gonna do it for the video. So if you guys did stick around to the end, I do appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. This data download's not a super big one here. Not a whole lot of extra content coming this week. The app update was kind of like the big thing, but I do believe that we'll be getting the part 2 starting next week. So definitely looking out for that. I believe around the 11th is what we were saying before. This just has like those updates in there. Let's actually see if we can pull up the actual this one. Nope, that's the same thing. Come on now, Sproutle Cakes. What are you doing, boy? This guy. Let's look at this guy. We've got the Elder Kai's. Yep, the 11th is probably... Oh, well, my daughter is here. She's telling me it's my time to leave. She wants to be part of this, so I got to get her up here. You want to see yourself? Okay, I'll show yourself here in a second. All right, baby. All right, that's going to do it for the video. If you guys did stick around to the end, I do appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know what you guys think of this data download. Everything coming, everything with the app update. Drop it all down below. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. See you!